This small battery electric city car is the best-selling electric car in China. Global sales since inception have passed 1.1 million cars. Wuling Automobile is a joint venture between SAIC Motor, General Motors, and Guangxi Auto. Although there are a huge number of robots inside this factory, there are over 20,000 employees also working here. In addition to automobiles, SGMW also focuses on the production of microvans. In total, the car maker produced more than 1.5 million vehicles last year. Of this number, over 760,000 were classic passenger cars. The Wuling Hongguang is a compact MPV manufactured since 2010. It was sold by GM India from 2013 to 2017 under the name Chevrolet Enjoy. It is this car that this Wuling Hongguang Mini EV is based on. The first generation Mini EV can seat 4 people, and standard features including air conditioning, power windows, stereo system, storage, and compartments. Early models did not include a driver airbag, but later models such as the Mini EV Macaron include the feature as standard. The second generation Wuling Hongguang Mini EV was unveiled in December 2024 with a 5-door version available. Hongguang Mini EV is a powerful supercar with rear engine and rear-wheel drive. With 6 months in the market, the Mini EV sold 119,000 units in 2020 and ranked as China's and the world's second best-selling plug-in car after the Tesla Model 3. The Mini EV listed as the world's top-selling plug-in car in January 2021. China saw the most sales of these cars in 2022. Last year, sales were down slightly. The total weight of these cars is over 660 kilograms, which is around 1,500 pounds. This car has an AC permanent magnet synchronous motor. This Hongguang Mini EV is hugely popular, mainly due to its small size and resulting low price. In addition, electric drive is very popular in Chinese cities, offering an ideal car in terms of low maintenance costs. China is the largest producer of electric cars in the world, and their growing popularity has literally changed the habits of the local population. SGMW became well known for manufacturing microvans, which are especially popular in China's less affluent regions. Since 2017, SGMW has operated a manufacturing and sales subsidiary in Indonesia, known as SGMW Motor Indonesia. The company also manufactures vehicles in China for export under the Chevrolet brand for General Motors. Both SGMW and Wuling Automobile use the Wuling brand name in the 5-diamond W logo. Wuling has categorized its vehicle models into red badge and silver badge. The red badge models are primarily designed for light commercial or entry-level passenger vehicles, while the silver badge models are used for more premium passenger cars in global markets. This is what it looks like to test the performance of an electric motor on a dynamometer. Hundreds of finished new Wuling cars are parked in this huge car park. From here, the cars are then transported to the dealerships. Chinese cars are exported in large numbers to many countries throughout Asia. Once completed, the Wuling Hongguang Mini EVs are loaded onto trucks and ferries and distributed throughout China. You are now following the production process of Binguo cars. Annual production of the Binguo was over 210,000 units in 2024. Wuling also produces several models of trucks, minivans, and medium vans. You are now watching the pressing and welding of the body parts, including the automated assembly of all four wheels on the future electric car. Wuling cars start production in the press shop, followed by welding, painting, main assembly, quality control, and ending with testing. Wuling car brand was established in 1982 by Liuzhou Wuling Automobile. In 2015, the Wuling Group underwent a major corporate restructuring, becoming a corporation and rebranding itself as Guangxi Automobile Group. What is your opinion of Wuling? Let me know your opinion in the comments section below the video. Now the cars are painted and the bodywork is taken to the GA shop, which means General Assembly shop. Car body painting is carried out in several stages. After the anti-corrosion, spraying a total of 3 coats of conventional paint are applied. Manipulator arm automatically applies a layer of special adhesive to the edge of the front and rear glass. It is then pressed into the body frame with a precision of a few millimeters. Following the success of the Hongguang Mini EV electric microcar, Wuling expanded its range of city cars with a conventional 5-door hatchback called the Binguo. This joint venture was headquartered in Liuzhou, Guangxi, China, and became responsible for manufacturing all subsequent Wuling brand models. In addition to Wuling cars, this car company also produces Baojun cars. Wuling exports cars to South America, the Middle East, and North Africa, where they are sold under the Chevrolet brand. Once completed at the factory, the Binguo cars are taken to a test track, where they are also tested for water resistance. Binguo was created for the Chinese domestic market as a response to other urban electric models. Inside this Chinese Jack Motors factory, the Jackix 200 light truck is made step by step from start to finish. Please let me know in the comments what your experience has been with the JAC brand of trucks. Every day, this production line at the factory produces hundreds of X200 trucks. Demand for these trucks has been huge in China in recent years. You are now watching the truck cab being immersed in an anti-corrosion solution. After polishing the bodywork, automated color spraying follows. At the end of the paint shop, you need to polish the bodywork and inspect the entire paintwork of the truck cab. Workers here, respirator, and protective suits. These workers are installing the wiring on the chassis frame, including the preparation for the engine connection. This popular X200 light truck is available in single cab or double cab versions. Now the cab is lowered onto the almost finished chassis of the future light truck. Factory workers will now complete the wiring, wheels, and interior of the truck. After the assembly is completed, a quality check follows. Quality control takes place in this illuminated LED tunnel. Here, white-gloved employees check the paintwork and the entire interior of the trucks. Now, the JAC-X 200 light truck and single cab version can start up for the first time. Now, these trucks will start up for the first time and will also be taken to the control circuit. JAC Group has its main base, including factory located in Hefei, Anhui Province, China. JAC Group produces not only light trucks, but also passenger cars, trucks, and automotive components. In this factory, robots need to be programmed to operate robotic arms and sliders. JAC produces over 280,000 commercial vehicles and over 260,000 passenger cars per year. The car maker was founded in 1964 and is partly owned by the Chinese state. The truck cab is manufactured separately from the chassis and engine. It is only on the main assembly line that it is brought together to form the basis of the truck. Dozens of percent of JAC is currently owned by Volkswagen. This variant of the JAC-X 200 single cab weighs 1.5 tons. The engine is usually a 2.8-liter TDI, and the layout is, as you can see, forward cab. Before painting, the bodywork is always polished, either by hand or, as here, with large brushes. Forward cab configuration significantly enhances load box dimensions and enables larger load capacities. Designed with an ideal ride height and ultra-low flat deck, it caters to modern cargo transport demands, ensuring quick and efficient loading and unloading. Inside the factories, cranes built into the factory hall ceilings are used. These cranes help move heavy parts. Lowering the truck cab onto the chassis with the engine is known as the marriage. The X200 features JAC Motors' latest heavy-duty ladder frame chassis, engineered with advanced stamping and welding treatments. The X200 outperformed in payload capacity, boasting 30% more power, better fuel efficiency, and cost-effective operation. Everyone who works at this JAC Group car factory has relatively good salaries, and they say they would do the job for free. This car factory is full of huge machines, and the level of robotization is very high. Large machines are used for machining sheet metal and steel parts of trucks. KUKA Robot's giant red molding machines produce individual body parts. Since 2010, this factory has been producing almost a similar number of cars every year, so it's neither growing nor particularly declining. You are now looking at the start of production of the JAC passenger cars. The production process takes place in JAC Intelligent Manufacturing. As of at least 2024, the Chinese EV industry is in a strong competitive position in the developing world market, including Southeast Asia. In press shop, welding and painting inside this factory, the human workers are kept to a bare minimum. They are only on the main assembly line. The welding of the body frame is handled by KUKA's robotic arms, which you can see right now. JAC aims to be a high-end luxury car brand. In the global market, this car company ranks #1 in Brazil among Chinese auto brands and #2 among exported brands. JAC cars are considered a relatively small car maker, ranking outside of the top 10 Chinese automakers in terms of cars sold. JAC, as the main brand, has gone through multiple transitions during last decades. Originally, JAC has several products line. In 2020, the Volkswagen Group increased its stake in the joint venture, JAC Volkswagen, to 75% and officially renamed Volkswagen Anhui. Now this compact crossover JAC Seahole X4 is completed and ready for the test track. In total, 27 million cars are produced in China per year. It is therefore the second largest exporter of cars in the world. Japan is the largest. While Chinese car companies have performed well in overseas markets in recent years, their operating model remains based on pure export, making them less mature when compared to international car companies that have been deeply involved in overseas markets for many years. For example, only around 40% of Japanese vehicle manufacturers' sales are produced in Japan, while 60% are produced and sold in overseas markets it operates in. China exported over 3 million cars last year. In total, the automotive industry accounts for over 10% of China's GDP. The largest Chinese car manufacturer is BYD, followed by Chang'an Auto, Chery Automobile, and Geely Autos. Chinese car factory employees usually have a mandatory dress code. Working conditions are relatively good compared to 10 years ago. As you can see, assembly of the wheels is automated using manipulator arms. Cars move around the car factory via sliding tracks and cranes. China now has enough factories to build 43 million cars, but will produce fewer than 27 million this year. The Chinese automotive industry has seen significant developments and transformations over the years. Major electric vehicle players in the Chinese industry include BYD Auto, Tesla China, SAIC-GM-Wuling, GAC Ion, and Chang'an Automobile. These 5 companies held more than 50% market share combined. Chinese brands also account for about half of all EVs sold globally. What is your experience with Chinese cars? Please let me know in the comments section below.